Hey guys, it's Kingdra here, back with another Monster Hunter Wilds video. Today, I'm just dropping some predictions on what we may see in this next info dump that is happening on Wednesday the 23rd of October in form of the special Monster Hunter Wilds showcase presented by the one and only Ryozo. We know this is going to be a 10-minute presentation and we can expect some new gameplay or trailer footage, as well as perhaps something we're not aware of as of yet in terms of mechanics or even something bigger. I thought I would make this video as I am literally counting down the hours until this drops. I'm ready to have my mind blown for the 900th time by this incredible looking game. I would legit hibernate until February if I could, but let's not get too crazy with it. I want to add that PlayStation's literal official YouTube account is co-streaming this. I think this might be a first, although not 100% on that one. But to me, it just feels like a bombshell may drop during this presentation, if they are focusing on this specifically. Let's hope this is the case, but anyway, enough chatter. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1k before Wilds is released, and want to build a good community within the space to have everybody enjoy this game even more than they already would. Starting this list then, we have the demo. I'll start off big and go over any demo wishes. I do think that it is a fitting time to announce the demo. Capcom have had the big showcases at Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show, being the main two where the game was playable. They've also just had the New York Comic Con and the Gamescom Asia events, which hunters who were lucky enough to attend were then able to play. This leaves the rest of us outside of those areas and a few others such as PAX, starting to get a bit hungry. We want to get our hands on it for ourselves. We want to hunt Doshiguma to damn near extinction. We know that Wednesday kicks off the Paris Games Week event, and where once again, Wilds will be playable. The next big event, and the only one left this year, is the Game Awards in December. I truly believe this is a great time to announce a demo and release it in the following week / into the beginning of November, because this would allow us all to experience the game and even do some testing ahead of the final months until release. Obviously, me being a massive fan of the series and being extensively and extremely impatient, there may be a little bit of bias and copium on my behalf. With Monster Hunter World, the demo was released to the masses on the 8th of December 2017, and the game fully released on the 28th of January in 2018, which just gives about a month and a half of a gap. I'm not sure looking at the schedule is too relevant in this situation, because the fact is, Wilds has had so many differences in terms of the marketing in comparison to World that it might not even be relevant at this point. We'll have to wait and see what they're cooking for this, and I hope to God we have some sort of announcement. Next, we'll talk about monster reveals. I truly think that we're getting a huge reveal on Wednesday. I feel like we may see the monsters who are responsible for the Switch Axe and Hammer builds that were shown on the weapon showcases back in August. And the reason for this is both, especially the Hammer design, has a very creepy-esque look, both in the weapon as well as the armor. The armor is a Plague Doctor-like design, whilst the weapon literally has a pulsating brain on the blunt end of the hammer. With Halloween being a week or so later, this makes perfect sense immediately. So if these monsters are to be revealed, then I think this is the perfect moment to do so. And following this, I think we may see at least one big returning monster. As my previous video stated, an elephant trumpet was apparently heard in the extended trailer, with mention on keeping an eye on the presentation. This info was iffy, as there are different bits of information based on who attended, so as previously stated, this can be taken with a pinch of salt. But this would indicate a monster like Gammoth returning. No pun intended when I say this, but a Gammoth return would be huge, as it shows the progress the team have made by making a monster who previously had its issues with fitting due to its size, which in turn added some limitations to it. If they pulled this off, the hype for the game would only continue to grow, and at a rapid pace too. This would set up for a nice biome to also be revealed, and opens for some lesser monsters to also be revealed and shown as part of this new biome. And lastly, I feel like we may get less Windward Plains gameplay, but more Scarlet Forest, and potentially some new map gameplay should they also reveal this. The presentation is only 10 minutes long, so we can't really expect a big deep dive into this, of course, but I think it could set up for a stream during the Paris Games Week event following the presentation, or even a big info dump released separately via social media in terms of videos, articles, you name it, you know how they do their stuff. Adding to this, I think we may get more of an insight on the flagship of Wilds, Arkveld, as well as some story-focused information. Maybe a few more cutscenes shown in parts, setting the hype for the story, which we know they are focusing heavily on this time around, to make it as immersive and as cinematic as possible. We know a big portion of the fan base claims that the story isn't really important to them and it shouldn't really be a focal point, but the way they have presented everything so far in terms of the trailers, you can tell that they want that mindset to be flipped on its head and have players want to complete the story rather than have to complete the story as part of the natural gameplay cycle. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. I didn't want to go too in depth here, just some pointers and just some things that I think may be possible and some may be a little bit of copium. But yeah, I thought this might have been a fun idea to do and gets the discussion going. I want to see what people think that Capcom have got cooked for us on Wednesday. Like I said, it's only a 10-minute presentation, so there's not going to be that big of a deep dive into things, but 10 minutes is enough to show enough and still keep some things hidden, but also add to the hype of the game by showing some new monsters and some release monsters, and also some biomes if they do choose to do that. I think that'll be great. But obviously the main thing here is we all want to play the game. We all want a demo. I know we've seen Doshiguma a million times, but 99% of us haven't fought Doshiguma, and to be honest, as much as I've seen of him, fighting him and watching videos of people fighting him is a totally different experience. So I think I can safely say that most people will agree with that and will probably be with me on this one. But yeah, that's all for now. Let me know what you think, and if you have any other ideas on what we might see in a special presentation, then please comment down below. Again, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of February when Wilds is released. So I will be continuing to make more content on this great game as we get more information, as we get shown more things. And obviously I'm just one of you guys. I'm just the one that's sat here with my microphone making these videos for other people to listen to and watch, as I know some people get a great deal of enjoyment by watching my type of videos, as well as other creators, of course. So yeah, I will continue to do so. But for now, that's been King Dre signing out. Peace.